Hey yo, can we uh can we talk about the God's Valley incident? Yeah, I want to talk about that real quick. So, quick spoilers for One Piece chapter 1156. Again, spoilers for One Piece chapter 1156. All right, you've been warned. So, in the latest chapter, we find out that supposedly the new treasure of Pirate Island is Shaki pretty much. Shaki is the treasure of Pirate Island because she quits the Kuja Pirates and decides I'm gonna hide out on Pirate Island. To be honest, that's the best place to hide out. When you think about it, Rocks has been on a like he can't even describe it. He sunk so many ships that's documented. I think it was like 76 ships that were documented that he sunk, and he's raided so many islands. And you look at this man's crew; he has three of the four emperors, of the future four emperors, on his crew. So if I'm picking anywhere to hide, I'm hiding out on Pirate Island. Shaki has the best idea. Hanging out with Roger and them, you still gonna get chased. But ain't nobody coming to Pirate Island. At least that's what we thought at first. Cause in Kuma's flashback, we find out that the Rocks pirates, the Roger pirates, all make their way to God Valley because the Celestial Dragons are inhuman. They're Republican. Celestial Dragons are Republicans. All right, we're just gonna state that right now. But we find out that the Celestial Dragons stole the treasure of Pirate Island. And in 1156, we find out that Shaki is the so called treasure of Pirate Island. So, hand in hand, Shaki's called the treasure of Pirate Island. They steal the treasure from Pirate Island. They steal the Celestial Dragon, steal Shaki. Why they steal Shaki? The same. Why did they steal Jenny? Let's be honest. They stole Jenny to be a wife. So they literally was doing the same thing with Shaki, but Shaki probably was the grand prize. Shaki might have been the prize over the devil fruits, to be honest with you. Everybody wanted Shaki. Pirates went out to sea just to get a glimpse of Shaki. Do you understand that? Roger had people going to sea to find a treasure on an island that you can't find anywhere unless you have the four-row poneglyphs. And some pirates have never even heard of a poneglyph, and they out to sea. So for Shaki to be so beautiful that she sent people out to sea just to get a glimpse of her and get your ass whooped for it. Just think about that. Just think about that. But they stole Shaki, so she would be the grand prize of the tournament to be a wife to whoever had the most points in that Celestial Dragon contest. More than likely, I'm looking at Garland. Straight up. I think they somehow got a spy on Pirate Island. They waited till she was alone, or the Rocks Pirates were gone, stole Shaki, made their way with her to God Valley, proceeded to have the contest, and then, thank God, Jenny sent the message out, and Rocks and Roger pull up. But here's what I really want to talk about. We know that Rocks was on a level all on his own. Bro was literally the King Von of One Piece. Catching phase, dropping bodies, didn't give a single fuck. Not one fuck. Just killing any and everybody who came in his way. So Roger, who there are stories that Roger killed people's crewmates and stuff, but I don't really think Roger was out here actually killing people. So these two on the island trying to get Shocky, but we know a celestial dragon wants to marry her. And before we went into this flashback, we do know Emu can control the Holy Knights. So what if Roger and Garp actually did not beat Rocks, but Emu took over one of the Holy Knights, and as he took over one of the Holy Knights, he proceeded to kill Rocks. And they just said that Roger and Garp did it because they don't want the identity of Emu being exposed or the Holy Knights because it's not public knowledge. So, because I'm getting at, we're about to see the truth of God's Valley. Don't know how Loki knows any of this shit. To be honest with you, I really don't know how the fuck does Loki know this, because it started off as a Loki flashback. No, it started off as a Harold flashback, which turned into a Loki flashback, which turned into a Rocks flashback, which is looking like it's turning into a God's Valley flashback, which shit might even turn into a Garling flashback or something. Which, unless Harold wrote all this down like Odin did, Loki should not know any of this. Any of this. Do not forget, all of this started because Loki was going to tell Luffy and Harold the truth. Don't know how the fuck he knows the truth, but we'll talk about that at a later time. So thanks for listening to my little rant. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah.